Hi, I'm Steve Bass. I'm president of OPB, but also a musician in the Vancouver Symphony. And I'm pleased to be joined by Salvador Brotons, our music director, who is joining us from Barcelona for this special preview of the upcoming 2020-2021 season of the Vancouver Symphony, which, by the way, Salvador, is your 30th with the orchestra. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all here. It is amazing. 30 years as a conductor is a big landmark. That means that people love me very much, and I love the symphony very much also, both.
And so you've been kind of locked down in Barcelona for a bit. I think even more locked down than we have been in the Vancouver area. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. I am confined at home. I cannot get out, or I only can get out from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock. And then later in the evening from 8 o'clock until 11. But I can go to shop and sometimes, but definitely it's a situation unheard. Never has happened to me this. But of course, I take my own time to compose, to write, to orchestrate, to learn new scores. That's the way I spend the day.
Well, we're glad to see you, and we're glad you're well and healthy, and we look forward to seeing you in the fall in Vancouver. Fingers crossed. So,
of course, me too. I miss you very much. I'm looking forward to come back to Vancouver.
Absolutely. Well, why don't we go through the concert the season that we have scheduled, which, by the way, if you're already a season ticket subscriber, you will get a brochure in the mail very shortly if you haven't already. Fantastic. And if you want to subscribe to this fabulous concert series, you can go to vancouversymphony.org or call the office. They would be happy to help you. And there is a discount in effect until I believe it's June 10th to get your season subscriptions for next year, which would really help the symphony a lot as we kind of manage our ways through this very uncertain time. So let's start with the first concert, Maestro. We're going to welcome back an old friend of ours, Alexander Taradze, who came here 3 or 4 years ago, and he was fabulous, wasn't he?
I'm looking forward to this concert. I'm looking forward to the guest artist. Taradze is a fabulous pianist, but also is a fabulous person. He's so spontaneous. She's outspoken, and also he plays so well. I mean, I remember last concert that we did with him was 2 years ago. He performed Prokofiev Piano Concerto No. 3, which I had a recording of him, and he was playing very, very fast, very, very fast, the fastest I ever heard. I was scared to death. I said, oh my gosh, the orchestra will have to really play very fast. And then he came in, he said, no, I changed the idea completely. And now I am playing the passages incredibly slowly, all the contrary, because my mind had changed and my version is different. Anyway, he's a fabulous person to make music with him. Very, very wonderful person to talk and to discuss. And in fact, he did an incredible performance. And I'm looking forward. He's going to be playing this time the Shostakovich Concerto No. 2 for piano, which is a piece that it was written for his son. Is a very youthful piece, very easy to understand, a language that everybody will love, even a neo-romantic concerto by Shostakovich. And then also he will play the Stravinsky Concerto for winds and piano, very unusual. But Stravinsky loved the winds very much, and he prefers the winds and the strings, he said. But it's going to be a very, very interesting, very difficult for the pianist to play 2 concertos in the first half. But I think Mr. Taradze likes very much this challenge. And the second half will be devoting to a great symphony by Tchaikovsky, one of my favorite composers, Symphony number 2, which is called The Little Russian. It's called Ukraine. In fact, it's the country that our executive director is from, Igor Shakman. It's a fantastic symphony, Opus 17, early Tchaikovsky, but very brilliant and a very compact symphony in C minor, C major at the end. Popular music sometimes at the last movement, but it's a very exciting piece. People will love. That's the first concert.
All Russian. It's going to be a great concert with Alexander Chiradze.
Yes.
Do not miss that one. So the second concert is going to be a bit of a celebration of two things. The first one is, it is Beethoven's 250th birthday year, which is amazing, but it's also your 30th anniversary. So we're pairing together one piece that I think most people know, which is Beethoven 5. And a world premiere of your own Symphony number 4. Sounds like fun.
I'm looking forward to this concert, I have to admit it. Yeah, because the Symphony number 4 will be a world premiere, and it's going to be a symphony that has been very difficult to finish. I started 20 years ago, and I was leaving it and continuously interrupting the symphony a lot of times. And finally, last year, I revised it completely, and I added a movement also, and I finished it. And I'm looking forward. It's the longest symphony I've ever written, 40 minutes.
Oh, that's long. Yep.
7 minutes, seven movements also. That means that it has a lot of different parts, and it's called Sacra. It's based on the biblical or the sacred writings, the Requiem, chord of a son of a Requiem and Sacra, Dies Irae, and Lacrimosa, Luce Eterna. All the movements are based on the liturgical books. Anyway, it's going to be a world premiere. I'm looking forward. But also we pair with the Beethoven Fifth. That's a classical and one of maybe my favorite Beethoven symphony. I don't know. It's very difficult to say your favorite Beethoven symphony. But the Fifth is definitely a very compact and fabulous symphony from the beginning to the end.
Yep. So it'll be something new and something people already probably know. Should be a great concert. Then we're going to switch gears in December and do a Broadway holiday concert with a Broadway star, Liz Callaway.
No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past.
Going to be favorites, Broadway favorites mainly, and also we pair that with music of Gershwin, music of Bernstein. But definitely it's going to be a very popular concert that people for all the audiences, and it's a little festive concert. Liz Callaway is a phenomenal singer, and I'm looking forward to meet her.
That'll be fun. That'll be in December. Okay, then in starting off 2021, we go with something completely different. Mahler's Second Symphony. In fact, behind me, this picture is of a concert hall in Boulder, Colorado, where I was supposed to be this very day beginning rehearsals for Mahler's Second. So that got canceled. So I'm looking forward to playing this next January. What a piece.
Well, it's one of the biggest pieces ever written. And is a phenomenal piece from the beginning to the end. Is a tour de force for the orchestra because everybody has a big role. Is 1 hour and a half almost length. The whole piece, the whole symphony is the only piece in the program. And also we have soloists and PSU choir it's my dream. I always have said that I would love to conduct the symphony because the end is called Resurrection. It's and the end is one of the pages, the most fabulous pages ever written in the music history. I feel that in 1 week is a big challenge, but also the audience will enjoy it tremendously because it's one of the best pieces ever written in the music history.
I think it's actually very appropriate to these times because at the end of it, it's a dark, big symphony, which of course is true of so much of Mahler. But at the end of it, there's this kind of
Elevation.
ray of hope that comes through.
Exactly.
That after all of this adversity, we are resurrected. That the adversity leads to something incredible. And I think that coming through these times, it's going to be a piece that will really speak to people.
It's a very good comment. Absolutely agree with you. And the end, as you mentioned, resurrection is the hope that we all are waiting for, right?
Yep, looking forward to that one.
Me too, me too.
So then in February, we've got a performance of Spanish and French music. And this is an interesting combination. We've got a classical guitarist coming and then another huge piece. Berlioz's Symphony Fantastique.
Ooh, I love this piece since I was very young. It's a fantastic piece. It's a very revolutionary piece because Berlioz wrote that in 1830, and this is just 3 years after Beethoven died. It's truly a romantic and unusual symphony with a lot of effects, with the timpani, with the off-stage effects. And it's a fantastic, phenomenal piece of music that I'm looking forward to. I conducted with the orchestra, but that was maybe 12 years ago or a long time ago. And I'm very happy that I will do that again. And also in the same program, we have the very well-known guitar concerto, Rodrigo Aranjuez guitar concerto. And we have Adam Levin, which is an American guitarist from Boston. I know him very well. He has premiered some of my pieces for guitar also. And he's an incredible guitarist. Looking forward to have him playing this concerto.
That's going to be a terrific program. And I'm looking forward to playing Symphony Fantastique, a piece that I've loved. And in fact, when I was in Paris, I had to go to Berlioz's grave to go find that in the Montmartre cemetery. And he is literally buried with Harriet Smithson, who is his muse. It's a great programmatic piece of music and a real crowd pleaser, big and fun
crazy.
and loud.
Berlioz was a crazy man, getting in love with an English actress and getting married with her, and after that was a disaster. They broke. But the most important thing is that Harriet Smith, we owe her the greatest moments of the Symphony Fantastique. I mean, it was the inspiration for Berlioz to write this great symphony.
It's a terrific symphony. So we look forward to playing that in February. And then in April, we have our traditional young artists who are going to perform. So we'll hear 3 young artists and the Sibelius First Symphony. which is one I don't really know, Salvador. Tell us a little bit about Sibelius 1.
I think maybe it's my favorite Sibelius symphony. Look at that, what I am mentioning. Even though he wrote 7 symphonies, and I think 5 years ago I conducted with Vancouver his symphony number 7.
I remember that. Yep.
And I've done also symphony number 2 with the Vancouver Symphony. But number 1, it's very romantic, very neo Tchaikovsky, but also it's Sibelius itself with a lot of big phrases. Fantastic melodies. It's a full symphony, 40 minutes long, 4 movements. I think that the audience will enjoy incredibly. And I think it's one of my, maybe as I mentioned, it's one of my favorite Sibelius symphonies.
Well, that'll be fun, combined with our young artist. That's next April. And our last concert, we are featuring a fabulous violinist, Rachel Barton Pine. Who is going to be playing one of the most wonderful violin concertos, a more contemporary piece, the Korngold Violin Concerto. And if you've never heard her play, you're definitely going to want to be there for this. Salvador, we're doing an all-American program that you've been lobbying for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this last concert of the season. Korngold, Chadwick, and Johannes. Chadwick is a great romantic American composer that was living in the Boston area, wrote several symphonies and several great music people will love. And as you mentioned about Korngold, and also Johannes, a composer that was living in Seattle. He wrote a lot of symphonies. And the Mount St. Helens Symphonies is a fantastic piece that we can offer with some images of the mountain when we play the music along. And there is he's a remarkable composer that he's having a pretty good following around the world. Very, very particular aesthetic when or personality in his writing. Looking forward to this concert.
That'd be terrific. So Rachel Barton Pine playing the Korngold Violin Concerto, Havana Symphony number 50, Mount St. Helens, just about the 40th anniversary of the eruption of Mount St. Helens. Actually be the 41st by the time we play it next May. And so that's the season for the Vancouver Symphony. And now it's time for you to act, which is, it's a great time to become a season subscriber. If you do so before June 10th, you can take advantage of a 15% discount and also waiving of any service fees on those tickets. So go to vancouversymphony.org, respond to the brochure that may have been mailed to you, or call the office to get your subscription in now, because that really helps the orchestra with its planning. It helps to make sure that we can mount this great season, knowing that we have the support of season subscribers going forward. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Salvador, for coming to us from Barcelona. And we hope that that you will be soon out of the house more than a couple of hours a day, enjoying your wonderful place on the coast, and continuing to compose some wonderful music. And we will see you in the fall.
Looking forward to see you all here in Vancouver, and looking forward to conduct again the orchestra. I miss you very, 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 very much.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.